My dad said, you're not meant for business, just get into music. But I've always loved music. I've always loved technology. I've loved studios. On Tuesday morning, I had such a bad backache because sitting for 72 hours like this. Creation is useless till you don't have an audience.
So you've won Grammy Award, right?
One award after the other, it got nominated and then it finally won the Grammy.
How do you overcome that creative block?
Unless or until your basics are not strong, you really won't be able to embrace any kind of advanced techniques. And that's when I realized that, yeah, Nikkhil, you need to do a lot of study. But yes, when time comes, you just put everything together and just get the job done.
Hello everyone and welcome to AAFT Unplugged. I'm your host Arohi and today we have a truly remarkable guest who has revolutionized the world of music. With an illustrious career spanning over 2 decades, he's a Grammy Award-winning music producer, mixer and engineer who has worked with some of the biggest names in the industry. But that's not all. He has recently joined AAFT as the industry dean of the School of Music, bringing his unparalleled expertise to nurture the next generation of talent. And if you are an aspiring musician or producer, you will be thrilled to know that he's also mentoring our Diploma in Music Production program on AAFT Online, where you can learn directly from the best in the business. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's welcome the one and only Nikkhil Beri. Hi Nikkhil, how are you doing?
Hi Arohi, I'm doing great and thank you for a great introduction.
Absolute honor, Nikkhil, to have you here with us today.
Equally pleasured.
So to begin with, Nikkhil, how has been this journey, winning Grammy Awards, from no one to becoming someone great? How has this been?
Exciting. It's been quite a roller coaster, I must say. Starting off as a businessman, basically. After my college, I joined my family business, was into motor parts manufacturing, which was totally non-related. But I've always loved music. I've always loved technology. I've loved studios. And I was a part of my orchestra team and all in school. So music always attracted me. So after my office, I would just get hold of my synthesizers and all, make some music. And then my dad said, you're not meant for business, just get into music. And yeah, it's been quite a journey since then. So I made my studio, composed jingles, and I was lucky to work with some really good artists right in the beginning of my career. So it's been quite exciting.
Great, Nikkhil. So you've won Grammy Award, right? So how has that experience been? If you want to share that particular project which won you that award.
So it was COVID during the second wave. So my friend and my client, Ricky Cage, he called me, he said, hey Nikkhil, I'm working on an album, do you want to mix it? And we were all sitting at home. I thought, there's a project coming, more money, let's do it. But it had a catch. He said, Nikkhil, today is Thursday. And he called me on a Thursday morning and he said, I want you to submit the project on Monday morning. I said, Ricky, how's that possible? He said, I don't know, Nikkhil, just say yes or no. And we were all just sitting at home and I thought, let's do it. I just took it as a challenge. And of course, there was an international name also involved, Stewart Copeland, who was one of the founding members of the band called The Police. And I actually grew up listening to his songs. So I said, well, there's an international name involved, let's do it. And I sat on Friday morning, 3 days, just taking breaks for meals in between. On Monday morning, I submitted the project, the songs got approved, the mixes got approved, and from there the album got released, and then one award after the other, it got nominated, and then it finally won the Grammy. So that's how it was. But the entire process was really exciting because of the time frame. Just 3 days, I think 5-6 songs to be mixed, whereas we usually take 1 or 2 days to mix one song. And that's where all my experience and my practice and everything came together. And that's when I realized that, while working for so many years, we really don't realize that what all are we gathering and what all are we, earning basically in terms of experience. But yes, when time comes, we just put everything together and just get the job done.
Wow, that sounds really exciting.
Yeah, yes, it was. And let me tell you this, by the time the album ended, the work ended, and that was, I think, Monday afternoon. On Tuesday morning, I had such a bad backache because sitting for 72 hours like this, that I literally had to be pulled out of one room to the other.
Oh.
So it came with a cost, but it was a great cost.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
So Nikhil, you've worked with so many people across all the genres.
Right.
So any particular story you want to share with us, we'd be happy to hear.
Okay, quite a few. I'll share this one story. So my mentor, he told me that, okay, Nikkhil, you're in Delhi, and Rabi Shergill, the super songwriter that he is, he said that Rabi wants to record a song in Delhi, and I think you can do it. I said, yeah, by all means, let's do it. He's a big name and it'll be good fun. So I went into the studio. He said, I want to record some guitars. I said, how difficult would guitars be? And some live drums. And before that, I never recorded live drums. It was just programming and all, sitting in the studio with synthesizers and drum machines and all. So I said, Nikhil, we need to record live drums and we need to record guitars. So then I said, okay, Rabi, just give me an hour. I quickly went to another room, Googled, researched how to record, a guitar amp, and we recorded the guitars, and initially they were just programmed drums. Then recording drums was a disaster. The next day the drummer came in, and it took me 24 hours to actually do the entire drum miking because I didn't know. And that's when I realized that this thing seems to be, it seems really easy. That just put a couple of microphones or just do some programming. But music production and recording is not that simple. That is why it's called recording arts, or the art of music production and mixing.
Yeah.
And that's when I realized that, yeah, Nikkhil, you need to do a lot of study before you actually work with the bigger people. But that entire album, it kind of changed my entire life in terms of music and the way I thought recording and production. So yeah, that was a good incident, the drummer sleeping in the studio, his friends sleeping in the studio, and we all are sleeping and getting up and recording drums. So yeah, good learning experiences.
Great to learn that, Nikhil. All right, so Nikhil, you've recently joined AAFT as the Dean, Industry Dean. So what is your vision for the students who are now entering into the genre of music production?
Well, see, my approach has always been a little customized, because I feel that every student is different, every human is different, and they have their own aspirations and own inspirations. So maybe I would want to customize the way things are taught a little bit based on the students. And I always love to empower my students. I don't want, because see, what happens is that sometimes we feel that, if a student is dependent on us, that's how it is. And a lot of times we felt dependent sometimes on our teachers in a lot of subjects in school. And that's when I realized that no, education is not about making the student dependent on us or any particular tool, but to empower them so that whatever tool is being given to them, whatever situation is being thrown at, they should just be able to do what is required to be done.
Okay, great. So music production is a creative field, Nikkhil, right? So do you experience that creative block which people say comes, and and how do you overcome that creative block?
So before getting into production, you need to learn music. So one way to overcome creative block is to learn music, and only then you can do good production. So if you know good music, I think you can overcome your creative blocks. And also versatility. The more you listen, the more genres of music you listen, I think you can overcome creative blocks. Maybe let's say you want to produce a particular genre of music. You're feeling a little blocked, you never know, you just might start producing some other genre. And if you've heard different genres, you can just navigate through.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Wonderful. So, Nikhil, now that, technology and AI is entering every sector, so
Right.
same is happening with the music industry as well. So, your thoughts on it, how would it help the music industry?
AI is good fun. Actually, you should embrace AI. Don't be afraid of it. You can just use AI to get an idea. You just might get a starting point. So AI can be a very, very friendly tool. But if you start, depending on AI completely, that okay, fine, this is the song. Let me just, go to an AI website and make a song. That won't lead you anywhere. That will actually eat away your job. And human emotions, music is all about emotions, art is all about emotions. So AI still can't replicate your emotions. So you really can't transport the audience with the help of AI. Only your own emotions will reflect in the work that you have done, and that's how your audience will respond.
Great. I think this is a different thought process altogether.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Nikhil, we have our online division as well by
Right.
the name of AAFT Online, and you are a part of it, integral part of it. So, how have you seen that this online thing will help students become a better producer and a mixer, and how would their life transform if they learn through this online platform?
So whatever courses are being developed online, whatever courses we are developing, they are very systematic, right from your basics to an advanced level. So unless or until your basics are not strong, your basics are not clear, you really won't be able to embrace any kind of advanced techniques. So let's say if we are looking for some really advanced technique online, on YouTube or something, but if your basics are not right, what are you going to do with those advanced techniques? But when you design an online course, every step, every procedure is taken into account. And that's how a course is being designed. So it's a systematic knowledge, and not a fragmented information.
Yeah, got it, got it. So, Nikhil, your piece of advice to all the budding, producers who are there, freshers who are entering, and students who are learning music, what
Right.
is your one piece of advice to them?
Learn music. Because everything else is a tool. Your computer is a tool, your laptop, your desktop, your DAW, your microphone, everything is a tool. But first of all, learn music, you learn production. So I advise everyone to practice, 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 learn music, just craft your skill very nicely.
Another question, Nikhil, as you said that you should learn music. So sometimes it happens that many years later in life you realize that, oh, music is my passion, I want to go to that area. So do you think there is some age limit or age criteria for someone to enter into this field?
No, it's never too late to learn anything. So music is fun. Just learn at any point of time, at any given age, and you can learn music. You can learn production. It's good fun. It's really relaxing. If you're creating, there's nothing better than creation. So whenever you're creating music, it's really relaxing, and I think as you grow old, you need more relaxation.
Yeah.
So you can just learn that at any point of time, any age.
What was your age when you realized that music is your cup of tea?
Okay, so I was passionate about music in school, but it was only to attract attention.
Oh,
And
to gain female attention?
of course, yeah. No, but I always liked music. I like to perform, and I like the technology. So I was, during my school days also, I would always assist the technical guys, joining wires and miking cables and with mics and cables and stuff like that. So that's how it started. And studio and technology was always my main attraction. And from there, yes, performing and being on stage was good fun. And then little work, more money, of course, yes.
Yeah. So what do you enjoy more, being on stage or off stage, back end?
Both. I like a balance of both.
Okay.
You know, I'm really happy when I'm creating, and I'm really happy when I'm presenting those creations to my audience. But I want to maintain a balance of both. I can't be on the road 365 days, you know, in a year, because I want to create. And creation is useless till you don't have an audience. So you need to have a balance of both.
And from where do you draw this inspiration of creation? Anything you fall back on or look up to, you know, which gives you that power that, okay, this is it?
See, first of all, the music that I've heard, all the good musicians that I've, you know, heard while I was growing. So I always wanted to create music like those guys created. In India, like we have, of course, A.R. Rahman and Shankar Ehsaan. Like these guys are doing good work. They're creating good music. So these guys are really inspiring. And, you know, when people walk up to you and say that, you know, this song of yours really helped us come out of our gloomy times, and this song is really inspiring. So that really gives a sense of purpose also that, you know, because we guys, like any artist, whether it's a painter or a musician, we guys have been given a skill of music or any kind of art. So why not use that skill, you know, to do some good? And if it can help someone, why not?
Yeah, absolutely. Great.
So yeah, so that's the inspiration.
Great, Nikhil. So let's move on to our next segment, which is a rapid fire round.
All right.
And as the name suggests, I'm going to ask you questions rapidly.
Okay.
And you don't have time to just think, okay?
All
You
right.
have to just answer whatever comes to your mind first, right?
Sure. Fire
So
on.
ready?
Absolutely.
All right. So a song that's been stuck in your head recently.
AP Dillo Summer High. I don't know why, but it's a great song. I love
All
it.
right, okay. A favorite music genre you like to produce?
Disco.
A dream collaboration?
Well, see, you're talking about dreams, so A.R. Rahman.
All right. Most used plugins in your studio?
Nothing, just my fader.
Okay, analog or digital production?
Both.
A memorable concert which you've attended?
Ran Advance when I was in school. Or college, yeah, college, maybe finally or something, yeah.
All right. Okay, favorite Indian artist or band?
Late Ustad Zakir Hussain.
A skill which every music producer should have?
Patience and diplomacy.
Okay, diplomacy. Why diplomacy?
Sometimes you really need to tell the singer you can't sing
Okay.
in a good way. See, what happens is when you're recording in a studio, you really have to be diplomat in pushing the artist, even if he's not being able to deliver, how to get the best out of him. You know, look, I don't want to say the cliche that music and all, because that's a given. But yeah, patience. You need to have a lot of patience, especially for this career.
Okay. Okay, so when you have long studio sessions, what's your go-to snack?
Pizza.
Pizza. Okay. And one word to describe your creative process?
Dreamy?
Dreamy.
Yeah. You dream and then you get that dream into a reality.
So thank you, Nikhil. Thank you so much. You were a great sport to have played this rapid fire with us.
It's good fun, pleasure.
And it was an absolute inspirational talk, you know, which we had with you today.
Thank you, Arohi.
And to all our listeners, if you are ready to take your passion for music to the next level, you know where to start. AAFT School of Music or AAFT Online. So until next time, this is Arohi signing off from AAFT Unplugged. Keep creating, keep dreaming, and most importantly, keep listening. Bye-bye.